Some aircraft go missing, and the wreckage turns up within days. Search teams locate the debris field. Investigators piece together the final moments, and the case closes. But a small number of flights simply vanish. No wreckage, no distress call, no definitive answer. Just an aircraft that was airborne one moment and gone the next. These are not unsolved mysteries kept alive by conspiracy. They are genuine gaps in aviation's record. Cases where the ocean swallowed the evidence, where terrain buried the clues, or where technology simply wasn't advanced enough to track what happened. Today we look at the planes that disappeared without a trace, and what the data actually tells us. The most discussed disappearance in aviation history needs little introduction. In 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 departed Kuala Lumpur bound for Beijing, carrying 239 people aboard a Boeing 777-200 Air twin Rolls-Royce Trent 893 engines producing roughly 93,000 pounds of thrust each, cruising near 905 kilometers per hour at 35,000 feet. About 38 minutes after departure, the aircraft's transponder went silent. Military radar tracked it making an unexplained left turn back across the Malaysian peninsula. Satellite handshake data, automated signals between the aircraft and an Inmarsat satellite, placed the final position somewhere in the remote southern Indian Ocean. That data point narrowed the search to one of the most isolated stretches of ocean on the planet. Despite the largest the aircraft was functioning. The crew was experienced. What caused that left turn and why communication ceased entirely remains officially undetermined. Long before MH370, there was Flying Tiger Line Flight 739. In March 1962, a Lockheed L-49 Super Constellation, 4 Wright R-3350 radial engines producing roughly 30,400 horsepower each, cruising near 300 miles per hour, departed Guam carrying 107 American military personnel bound for the Philippines. Approximately 3.5 hours into the flight, the aircraft vanished. A tanker ship crew reported seeing a mid-air explosion in the area. No distress call was transmitted. No wreckage was ever officially confirmed. The Civil Aeronautics Board investigation remained inconclusive. Structural failure, sabotage, and mid-air event were all considered. Nothing was ruled definitive. 91 people aboard simply ceased to exist on the radar of history, and the ocean kept every answer. In 1948, the Tudor 4th airliner Star Tiger disappeared over the Bermuda Triangle, though the real explanation has nothing to do with paranormal geography. The Avro Tudor 4th was powered by 4 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines, producing roughly 1,600 horsepower each, cruising near 210 miles per hour. En route from the Azores to Bermuda, the aircraft was already flying low due to a heating system issue, and headwinds had consumed extra fuel. The last radio contact placed Star Tiger approximately 400 miles from Bermuda. It never arrived. No wreckage, no bodies. The official investigation concluded the cause was unknown, but noted the aircraft was operating with reduced margins, low altitude, tight fuel, adverse winds. When margins stack against you simultaneously, the window for recovery closes fast. 1 year later, the same airline lost Star Ariel, another Tudor IFE, same engines, same cruise speed, on a flight from Bermuda to Jamaica. The weather was good. The aircraft was at cruising altitude. The crew sent a routine position report and then transmitted nothing further. No distress, no debris, no explanation. 2 aircraft of the same type, 1 year apart, same ocean, no answers for either. What connects these cases is not the supernatural. It is the absence of data. Modern aviation leaves an enormous trail: transponder signals, ADS-B position reports, engine health monitoring, satellite communications. But in 1948 and 1962, and even partially in 2014, the systems that would have explained everything either didn't exist or were switched off. The ocean is vast, extraordinarily deep, and remarkably effective at concealing anything that enters at its speed. The uncomfortable truth about aviation's great disappearances is that most of them are not mysteries in the dramatic sense. They are engineering and navigation problems that exceeded the technology available to solve them in the moment. The aircraft were capable. The crews were qualified. What failed was the infrastructure around them, the tracking, the communication, the search capability. MH370 accelerated the deployment of global real-time aircraft tracking that now makes a true disappearance far less likely. The others remain open because the evidence rests somewhere on a sea floor we cannot fully reach. Some questions in aviation don't get answered, not because the truth doesn't exist, but because the ocean is deeper than our ability to find it.